If you're looking for a shortcut to being well-informed about something truly vibrant, something really unique, well, you've landed in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the California wine harvest season 2025. And this isn't just about, picking grapes. It's really the culmination of a whole year's meticulous work. It's a time of incredible energy, and honestly, for wine lovers, it's a truly unmissable experience. Our mission today, to help you understand exactly what makes this particular season so exceptional.
And yeah, this deep dive pulls from some pretty comprehensive sources, gives us a really clear picture of what's shaping up. What's particularly exciting about 2025, I think, is the promise it holds. We're hearing from winemakers across California. They're already reporting some of the best fruit quality they've seen in decades, and that's largely thanks to, well, near perfect growing conditions. It's looking like a truly landmark year.
Wow. Okay, that sounds almost too good to be true. What exactly are these perfect conditions that our sources are highlighting? And, how does that translate into such high hopes for the 2025 vintage?
Well, it really it boils down to the climate we've had. We saw a cool spring, which was great, actually. It extended the crucial growing season. Then that was followed by properly warm summer days, but also, and this is key, cool nights.
Ah, right, that diurnal shift.
Exactly. That combination is just golden for grapes. It preserves their vital acidity, the freshness, the balance in the wine. But it also allows those complex flavors to develop slowly, really intensely. Winemakers we're seeing quoted, they're calling it a dream vintage because the fruit is reaching, well, perfect ripeness with ideal pH balance, meaning the sugars and acids are just an exquisite harmony.
Okay, so these incredible conditions lead to incredible fruit. And that perfect fruit, it sounds like, is inspiring a new generation of harvest events that really reflect this year's promise. What's really shaping these experiences beyond just the fantastic weather? What are the key trends defining this harvest season that, someone visiting might actually notice?
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a clear evolution here. Harvest celebrations aren't just generic festivals anymore. Not really. They're now offering a new level of sophistication and, I think more importantly, authenticity. Think genuine participation, truly behind-the-scenes access to, working crush operations, and really intimate interactions with the passionate people who craft these world-class wines.
That's a great distinction. So, authenticity. What does that actually look like on the ground, and what other shifts are happening?
Absolutely. So you'll find opportunities for real, hands-on, authentic participation. We're talking actual grape stomping, maybe engaging in hands-on sorting right there on the crush pad,
Wow.
or observing the crush operations up close as the grapes are processed, really getting in there. Another significant trend is direct winemaker access. You'll actually have personal interactions with vintners, even during what is absolutely their busiest season.
That's amazing they make time for that.
It is. And there's also a really strong emphasis now on sustainability, showcasing organic, biodynamic, regenerative farming practices. And this isn't just a trend, right? It's a critical response to climate change and also growing consumer demand for ethically produced wines. It makes the experience not just about taste, but also about supporting a more mindful approach to viticulture.
So it's not just about drinking the wine, it's really understanding the whole journey from
Right.
grape to glass.
Precisely, yeah. You can expect genuinely educational experiences too, teaching about terroir, that unique mix of soil, climate, topography that gives each wine its distinct character. Plus insights into, harvest timing, those crucial winemaking decisions they have to make on the fly. Many events also feature wonderful culinary partnerships, chefs creating perfect food and wine pairings. And finally, there's this beautiful thread of historic preservation running through it, balancing those time-honored traditional methods with modern innovation.
This really brings it to life. How all these elements combine to create such a special year.
Yeah.
For both the growers, doing the hard work, and for you, the enthusiast, who gets to experience it firsthand. It really elevates the entire harvest season to something, well, more profound than just a party. Now, if you're thinking about experiencing this firsthand, you might be wondering about the timing. So let's talk about how California's harvest actually plays out over the months. It follows nature's rhythm, right?
It's a fascinating journey, actually. It unfolds over quite a while. The harvest actually begins as early as late July.
Really? That early?
Yep, with grapes destined for sparkling wines. And it can continue all the way through late November for some of the late harvest dessert wines. And because California has such diverse microclimates, I mean, it's huge.
Right.
Harvest happens at different times across its many regions, so you can essentially follow the harvest, from coastal areas to inland valleys throughout the entire season.
Okay, so what's the general rhythm then? How do the different phases unfold? Can you break that down for us?
Sure. The season really breaks down into pretty distinct phases. First, in August, we see the early harvest excitement. Cool climate regions, think Anderson Valley, parts of Sonoma County. They start picking lighter-bodied grapes like Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, particularly for sparkling wines.
Okay.
And winemakers often pick these in the pre-dawn hours, super early, to preserve the fruit's delicate aromas and that fresh acidity.
Makes sense.
Then comes September. That's the peak traditional harvest. This is really when most people picture harvest season, right? Warm days, bustling crush pads.
Yeah, that smell.
Exactly. That intoxicating aroma of fermenting grapes filling the air. It's incredible. Most regions across California are in full swing during September. A huge variety of grapes are coming in. Then October often brings what many consider the perfect weather harvest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's often ideal for events because the weather is usually really comfortable. Harvesting is still active in many places. And the autumn colors in the vineyards, just stunning. Instagram worthy for sure.
Yeah.
And finally, in November, we have the late harvest celebration. This is when the dessert wine regions and those late ripening varietals, like some Cabernets, conclude the season. At this point, most wineries are shifting their focus more towards fermentation management, carefully watching that process where juice turns into wine.
Right.
And early blending trials. That's where winemakers start experimenting, combining different lots of wine to figure out the final product.
That provides a great framework for understanding the timing. Thanks. So what does this all mean for you if you want to experience it firsthand? With such a promising season shaping up, you might be wondering, okay, where can I truly immerse myself in this magic?
California offers just an incredible tapestry of harvest events. There's really something for every interest. So for August, as that early harvest excitement begins, if you're looking for, say, an intimate, maybe higher-end immersion into a cool climate region, consider Wine and Fire in Stan Rita Hills, August 14th to 17th. It's a 4-day event offering pretty unprecedented access to over 40 exclusive, normally by appointment only wineries. Their barn party is a real highlight. You can enjoy fire-grilled foods alongside large format bottles.
Magnums and bigger.
Exactly. And library wines, which are those older, really coveted vintages from the winery cellar. It's quite a unique experience, actually. Tasting last year's harvest while you're literally seeing this year's grapes still ripening on the vine nearby.
That sounds amazing. And for something with maybe a deeper historical root, what about that Guglielmo Winery event you mentioned?
Absolutely. Also in August, on the 16th, the Guglielmo Winery 31st Annual Harvest Festival. This one celebrates a full century of family winemaking there. The wonderful embodiment of the, immigrant dream. You've got 3 generations off in there sharing stories.
Wow, lovely.
You can join in traditional grape stomping, and they have an evening format that transitions really beautifully from day to night in wine country. Plus live music, communal dining, a real family feel. Then, moving into September, we hit those peak traditional harvest celebrations. If you're seeking maybe a touch of luxury and some dramatic scenery, the Catherine Hall Harvest Celebration in Napa Valley on September 6th is a standout.
Catherine Hall, okay.
Yeah, it's set way up at 1,200 feet in the Mayacamas Mountains. The views are just stunning. This event celebrates the release of their 2022 Catherine Hall Cabernet Sauvignon, features a champagne reception, gourmet dining, and it's all set against the backdrop of, active harvest operations happening right there.
Very cool. Okay, but what about something more family-friendly, maybe more hands-on for September? Where would you direct someone?
Good question. For families, the PEGU Harvest Festival and Grape Stomp in Napa Valley on September 21st is pretty perfect. It features competitive grape stomping. They even have prizes. Yeah. And a casual family-style lunch. Its Sunday afternoon timing is also really convenient for families. And they even weave in an educational component explaining the differences between, say, traditional and modern winemaking methods.
Nice. And if someone wants to, step back in time and celebrate with the whole community.
Then the Valley of the Moon Vintage Festival in historic Sonoma Plaza. That's September 25th to 27th. This one is truly legendary. It dates back to 1897, one of California's oldest continuous celebrations.
Wow, 1897.
Yeah. And this year it marks the 200th anniversary of Sonoma Valley wine. So, big deal. Expect community-wide festivities, a harvest dinner, a grand tasting with over 50 wineries, the traditional blessing of the grapes. It's steeped in history.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, as we transition into October, the weather is often as perfect, like you said.
Yeah.
What kind of distinct experiences can listeners find then?
October offers some really incredible, authentic access points. For instance, the Big Crush Harvest Wine Festival in Amador County. That's October 4th and 5th. It's reservation only. And they set up small groups with personalized itineraries. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it offers genuine, hands-on participation. Things like grape sorting, doing punch downs.
You mentioned punch downs. That's pushing the skins down.
Exactly. Pushing the grape skins, the cap, back into the fermenting juice for color and flavor extraction. And even barrel sampling, tasting the wine directly from the barrel as it ages. It's incredibly intimate, especially at these often family-owned wineries.
That sounds like a serious wine lover's dream. What about a taste of Napa Valley history, but maybe with some Italian flair?
Right. On October 4th, there's the Charles Krug Tasting on the Lawn in Napa Valley. It celebrates Il Raccolto Italiano, the Italian harvest, honoring Napa Valley's oldest, continuously operating winery, established 1861.
Oldest, wow.
Yeah. The outdoor lawn setting, under these century-old oak trees, it's very relaxed. You're tasting current releases and maybe some rare library wines, plus live Italian music, traditional grape stomping, Italian food, really celebrating the winery's heritage. Sounds delightful. Okay, finally, as we move into November, the harvest itself is winding down, but the celebrations clearly aren't over. What can we look forward to as the season concludes?
Right, November shifts focus a bit, more towards post-harvest celebrations and maybe tasting new releases. On November 8th, the Howell Mountain Harvest Celebration in Napa is a really prestigious event.
Howell Mountain.
Yeah.
Known for big cabs, right?
Exactly. It highlights the pinnacle of Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon, brings together over 40 renowned mountain producers. Their vineyards are typically above the fog line, creating these distinct, powerful wines. It's held at the Culinary Institute of America, the CIA at Greystone, so the food pairings will be exceptional.
Oh, yeah.
And there's usually a silent auction for rare wines and exclusive experiences, too. Very high-end, sophisticated event.
That's just an incredible array of options. It really sounds like there's something for every kind of wine enthusiast this year, from, getting your hands dirty to really luxurious tastings. But with so many choices, how does one even begin to plan a visit to get a handle on California wine harvest season 2025?
Yeah, it can seem overwhelming, but to sort of synthesize the best times for different things, maybe keep this in mind. August and September, that's when you'll find peak harvest activity, crush operations in full swing. Perfect if you really want to see the vineyards buzzing and smell the fermentation.
Okay, peak action.
Right. October generally offers those perfect weather conditions. Harvest is winding down but still active in places, and the autumn colors are just vibrant. Great for photos, relaxed exploring.
Got it. Best all around, maybe?
Often, yeah. And then by November, you're looking at those exciting post-harvest celebrations, tasting new releases, maybe some barrel sampling opportunities as the wines start their aging. Quieter, perhaps more intimate.
Okay, that helps narrow it down depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So just to recap for everyone listening,
Mm-hmm.
what makes California wine harvest season 2025 truly special for you, the potential visitor?
Yeah.
It's that authentic participation, right? Grape stomping, sorting, getting a real connection to the process.
Definitely.
Is the behind-the-scenes access to working wineries during their most critical, intense season. You'll likely get direct winemaker interaction, providing personal insights into those crucial harvest decisions. There are fantastic educational opportunities about terroir, harvest timing, fermentation, really understanding what's in your glass, plus those incredible culinary partnerships with chef collaborations.
Yes.
And, of course, just the sheer scenic beauty of the vineyards. They're at their absolute most photogenic during the autumn harvest season.
Absolutely. And just a few essential planning tips if you are thinking of going. Definitely book popular events early. They often sell out fast, especially with limited vineyard capacities. Plan your transportation wisely. Super important. Designated driver, rideshare, professional service. You want to enjoy the tasting safely.
Crucial.
Dress appropriately. Layers or key mornings can be cool, afternoons warm, and comfortable shoes are a must for walking around vineyards or wineries.
Sensible shoes, yes.
Bring your cameras, or just your phone, obviously. Harvest season offers probably the most picturesque wine country experiences you can get. And finally, try to stay a little flexible. Weather can sometimes affect harvest timing and maybe shift event schedules slightly. Go with the flow.
Fantastic advice. What an amazing deep dive this has been into the California wine harvest season 2025. It truly sounds like a combination of perfect growing conditions, innovative winemaking, and those time-honored traditions.
Yeah.
Whether you're looking for hands-on grape stomping, that exclusive behind-the-scenes access, or maybe more elegant celebrations, it seems this season offers truly unforgettable experiences for every wine lover.
It really does. And perhaps as you think about maybe experiencing this firsthand, here's something to mull over. Consider how that delicate balance you see during harvest between age-old traditions and cutting-edge innovation, how that not only shapes the wine that ends up in the bottle, but also how it reflects the very essence of California's evolving identity as a, truly global wine leader. It says a lot about the place itself.